The issue of sole sourcing, where contract figures are often overbloated, has been typical, particularly under the current NDC administration. Under normal circumstances, government contracts per the procurement law are supposed to be taken through open tender process and subjected to value for money audit before execution. But under John Mahama, this laid down procedure has always been shoved aside, and contracts awarded without recourse to due diligence. And these contracts, ladies and gentlemen, often go to friends and family members who often do not even have the requisite know-how to carry through with the job. This has resulted in instances where contracts have been awarded and abandoned midway. And because these awardees happen to be friends and family members of His Royal Highness John Dramani Mahama, no efforts are being made to hold them to account. You know of what happened to Sada. Monies, stolen away from our very noses. And today, as we speak, not one person has been brought to book because these are friends and family members of His Royal Highness John Dramani Mahama. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I want you to just focus on one such contract by a public institution that is meant to regulate and give consumers protection. And you see the culture of impunity that has overwhelmed Ghana under Mahama. Just like I intimated earlier, now constructing a borehole, as a matter of fact, should not qualify as an emergency to be offered on a sole sourcing basis. Again, the price tag for a mechanized borehole, according to players in the industry, should not be more than 18,000 Ghana cedis, irrespective of the area or location. To drill a mechanized borehole ranges between 12,000 and 18,000 anywhere in Ghana on the open market. As a matter of fact, a company like Animax Drilling Company of Ghana quotes a mechanized borehole within the Greater Accra region at 14,000 Ghana cedis, and a maximum of 18,000 Ghana cedis is quoted for the same project in any part of the country, notwithstanding the location or soil or the makeup of same. It is in the light of this that the PURC, the Public Utility Regulatory Commission letter dated 6 October 2016, requesting for a, quote, a single-sourced procurement approval for PURC's pro-poor water project, shows the danger that our cash is in under Mahama. What we are saying is this, that the PURC have in a letter dated 6 October 2016 and ready to government is asking that project borehole drilling should be done under sole sourcing. And the question is, what is that, so urgent about that? Especially having 8 years in government. Why is this government, in a hurry to drill boreholes in the last 2 weeks that they have left to go? In the third letter, and I quote again, the commission is seeking approval to single source contractors to construct boreholes in selected deprived communities, unquote. The letter continues, and I quote, the commission seeks to proceed with phase 2 of the pro-poor water project, which shall cover all 10 regions of the country and consist of a total of 500 boreholes to be drilled and mechanized. I quote again, the total cost of the project for the 500 boreholes is 30 million Ghana cedis, which then translates, if you divide 30 million by the 500, you get a cost of what? 60,000 Ghana cedis per borehole. That is what it's been called. And don't forget that people in the industry are saying that the maximum that they will charge per borehole is what? 18,000 Ghana cedis. And yet it is costing us 60,000. I've decided in my capacity as a concerned citizen of Wuno in Ghana to hold this press conference because I'm worried about the path that President John Dramani Mahama and his friends and family are taking this country on. And if we allow it to continue a day beyond January 7, 2017, there will be no future for Ghana. It will probably take us another generation to recover. Just this morning, I saw some research work done by Nana Tobra and his Dankwa Institute young people that estimates that some 12 billion Ghana cedis worth of contracts secured under sole sourcing since 2010 had their costs inflated by 65%. What this means is that Ghana could have saved as much as 7.8 billion Ghana cedis in public funds, equivalent to $2 billion into today's deflated currency. I'm sure you have also read in the Daily Statesman of today that a bogus deal to take out $300 million of your money, our money, to allegedly fund their election efforts using national security infrastructure as an excuse. $300 million. The information that we have is that the Ministry of Finance has already paid $120 million to a bogus company that was formed in the UK just a few months ago by one Ghanaian and two British people. And this company, which came from nowhere, has suddenly been given a huge, vague contract Ghana doesn't need at this time, working with some Hungarians. This UK company, Santa Baron Ventures, is to supply Ghana on November 30th, 2016. You heard me. November 30th, 2016, with IT software, surveillance systems, and provide national security personnel with technical training from South Africans. Yes, you heard me right, South Africans. In fact, we are even buying security equipment from Mohammed's second home, Dubai. Why do we need to spend $300 million we do not even have to acquire things that we don't even need with just 1 week to the general elections? Why? These are some of the very bad deals that we will make sure, and the Akufo-Addo government, God willing, will investigate and do all that is possible to get Ghanaians their money back. I want you journalists to ask Prosper Bani and Sir Tekwe, why this bad deal? Why have they already paid $120 million to this bogus company? Why are they arranging letters of credit to allow this company to borrow to supply security infrastructure that we don't need at a time that we cannot even pay nurses and teachers?